Today's video we are focusing on common scams here in Turkey. Turkey or Turkey is a very beautiful country with different people coming to explore this place each and every time, and because of this there has been a few people who just want to take advantage of others. And I'm not saying that everybody does this in Turkey. Of course, people here are so welcoming to guests or to tourists, but we have a few people who can take advantage of you and want to scam you in one way or another. And that's why today's video is actually focusing on common types of scams that occur each and every time here in Turkey, and you must be very careful about these things that I'm about to share. So welcome to my channel. The very first scam that is so common here in Turkey is the helpful stranger scam. Now, this scam typically involves a friendly local who approaches tourists offering to help them with directions or other assistance. Then they may ask for money or try to distract the tourists in order to steal from them. Now, like I said, not everybody in Turkey does this, but it's so common, especially in major cities and also in major places for visit. That is the first one. Now, the second common scam here in Turkey is the fake police scam. In this scam, someone posing as a police officer approaches a tourist claiming that they have committed a minor infraction and demanding that they must actually pay on the spot. Be very careful with someone who say that they are police officers, because some of them they are not. Try to request for more information if they are officers so that you are not scammed here in Turkey. Moving on is the gold ring scam. In this scam, a street vendor approaches a tourist and shows them a gold ring, and then they claim that they found it and that they would like to sell it to the tourist at a very low price. The ring is usually fake, and the vendor may be very aggressive if the tourist not actually try to buy or try to say that they don't want to buy the ring. Okay, so be very careful. Do not just buy any rings from anyone. Make sure that you are dealing with the real people or the real people who are into jewelry if you want gold rings. Okay, moving on to number 4 is the overcharging scam. Now, in restaurants, cafes and shopkeepers, some of them they may overcharge tourists, especially if you don't know Turkish, or if they see you speaking English or another language. They might take advantage and actually they may be told the price after, or the price has increased or has been actually doubled. So be very careful. Try to ask the locals the normal price of certain items, especially if you're coming for business stuff. If possible, go with someone who actually speaks Turkish so that they can help you to do your shopping nicely. And I'm not saying that this happens to everybody or this happens in every mall or in every supermarket, but be very careful. Now, moving on to number 5 is the pony tour scam. Some tour agencies or guides may offer a tour that doesn't actually exist, take the money from you and actually disappear. And once you pay them, you won't see them anymore, and there won't actually be someone to help you to tour as you have actually asked. So be very careful. Be sure to actually conduct the right tour guide so that they can actually guide you in your travel if you're coming to Turkey for the first time. Okay, now moving on to number 6 is the free gift scam. In this scam, someone will offer tourists a free gift or a chance to win a prize. However, in order to claim the prize, the tourist is required to pay a certain amount of fee, and then once you pay, you won't have anything, like there won't be anything. So that is how they scam you. So be very careful. Moving on to number 7, it is the credit card skimming scam. Here, criminals may use a card skimming devices to steal credit card information from tourists who use ATMs or make purchase at a certain store. So be very careful. Moving on is the property rental scam. In this scam, a criminal will rent out a property they do not own and collect money from the tourists to rent it, and then they will disappear. So before you rent a house here in Turkey, make sure that you are doing your diligent research about the place, and also you are dealing with the right people. Okay, don't just go around doing your online thing and then giving money to rent a house which doesn't exist. Okay, another common scam is the unlicensed taxi scam. Unlicensed taxi driver may charge tourists a lot of money, let's say just a lot of money, or they may charge you higher rates or take them to the wrong destination, or sometimes they will actually use the long way to actually reach your destination just to get extra money from you. So be very careful. Right now we have Ubers, and also try to make sure that it is a licensed taxi that you are using when you come here in Turkey. Moving on to number 10, it is the fake guide scam. It is actually similar to the previous one that I had talked about, but in this one, some unofficial guide may approach tourists claiming they are official guide, take them to fake sites and ask for additional fee. So be very careful if you're conducting a tour guide. Make sure that you are getting the right person. And also I have to mention that some of these fake scams or fake tour guides are online. They don't have they have their numbers there, but if you look or if you search online, you'll find that their website are around, or they are playing some games, some fishy instruction or some fishy words that have been used to identify or to direct you to a different place or a number so that you can communicate with them. So be very careful, do your research before approaching any tour guide. Okay, so let's talk about if you find yourself in a situation whereby you have been scammed here in Turkey. What should you do actually? Now I'm going to give you some of the things that you can do. First, you can report the scam to the local police. Provide as much information as possible, including the location of the scam, the description of the person who scammed you, and any other relevant details. Number 2, you can actually contact your embassy or consulate. They may be able to provide you with assistance and advice, and you can also they can actually help you contact your bank or credit card company to report the scam. Another thing that you can do is actually to file a complaint with the Ministry of Tourism. They are responsible for ensuring that tourists have a safe and enjoyable experience here in Turkey. Number 4, you can actually, if you have lost or had valuables stolen, report it to the local authorities as soon as possible. If you have insurance, contact your insurance company to report the loss. Number 5 is actually to make sure that you save all evidence and receipt related to the scam, as this can be useful when making a complaint or reporting the incident to the authorities. Another approach is actually try to calm down and compose, because the scammers are expecting you to react in an angry or panicked way. So try not to give them the certification. Okay, it is important to note that it can be difficult to recover money or valuables that have been lost or stolen, especially when dealing with scammers or when you have been scammed. Reporting the incident can help authorities to take action against the person or group responsible. And also it can help to prevent other people from falling victim to scammers. Okay, so if you're visiting Turkey, we want you to be safe, and that's why I'm sharing this common scam here in Turkey so that you can be aware. Otherwise, like I said, Turkey is a very beautiful country that you should try and visit in 2023, especially if you want to tour different kinds of places and also do other things. Otherwise, if you are liking my content and you want to actually support me, is actually to like this video, share if you can, and subscribe to my channel. I'm really sorry we had some little background noises from my little girl here. She's always with me when I'm making this kind of content, and I'm really sorry about the distraction. Otherwise, until next time again, I'll see you. Grusharus. Bye bye.